Man, Merry Christmas to all y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? It's your boy. Yeah, I mean, bruh himself. You know what I mean? Almighty. But nah, look, on some real talk though, let's get a little serious real quick, because we're gonna have to get super serious fast, bro. You know what I mean? I've seen the NLE Chopper and this NBA YoungBoy thing going on. The recent thing with the NLE Chopper and Ben10 thing, and I just we got to talk about it, dog. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because this right here, I ain't gonna lie, this is it's insanity, dog. Like, I mean, because I've reacted to NLE Choppa before, you know what I mean? And I thought bro was on this, you know what I'm saying, revolutionary wave, you know what I'm saying, new, conscious mind, all that good stuff. I thought bro was evolving. I thought bro was changing, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Better onto better things. But recently with this whole, even with the beef, when I saw the beef, I thought it was, artistic stuff. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? More of a, rapper style, all that good stuff. No, it doesn't seem to be that. It seems like bruh is actually taking the beef, seriously. Of course, they pulled up on bruh, so all that good stuff. But all the extraness is where the problem is. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think about this, and I think about the whole Quando Rondo situation. You know what I'm saying? Like how Quando Rondo reacted to the thing at first. You know what I'm saying? It's self defense, self defense. You know what I'm saying? That's how he came about it. You know what I mean? Looking at Bruh's situation, Bruh's kind of handling it different to me. You know what I mean? Instead of going self defense, even though he's kind of like playing like it's self defense, but he's braggadocious about it, testing. You know what I'm saying? And that's a statement. That's a saying. You know what I'm saying? Don't step on the tail of the tiger. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So it's. I know he ain't no puss, but these two individuals or these two camps are camps filled with millionaires, right? Look at me doing this content stuff. I ain't got anywhere the level of money they got, but yet they just, to me, I feel like they blowing it, right? I was thinking about this earlier. I was like, bro, why does God or the universe or whatever it is seem to bless people that don't seem to appreciate what they got? You know what I mean? Even me, even us. You know what I'm saying? Like, you notice that you well, that saying of you don't appreciate what you have until you lose it type shit. Why does it really seem to happen? Like, I really believe that that's just the case in life. You know what I'm saying? Because in this situation, you look at it, you like, bro, these guys are millionaires. Like, they were hustling to get to this point. Now they're at this point. Now they're trying to prove a point to each other, themselves. What exactly is going on right here? You know what I'm saying? For me, do you know what I think? Let him crash out. We need to stop showing too much interest. Let it if bro really feels like, you know what I'm saying, I'm talking about NLE Choppa. If he feels like this is that serious, let him crash out. Mind you, bro, from the Elm. You know what I'm saying? And that's you know what I'm saying? Tennessee's my, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? That's Han, you know what I mean? So it's like and Memphis, you know what I'm saying, folks from the Elm, that's you know what I mean? So it's like I would be supporting it. I was supporting bro when he was doing the transformation shit. But on this whole like wave of crashing out and tomfoolery, nah, I'm not on that. You know what I mean? I cannot support that. You know what I mean? Because I don't see I just don't see the benefit of it. You know what I'm saying? Like these days I feel like crime, you commit a crime, bro. Like, bro, once you blame somebody, you're doing life or however long, 25 years at least. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, this is, I just don't understand it. Like, bro, you know what I mean? Like in this day and age, back in the day, you could get away possibly all that good stuff. But now, this day and age, hell nah, bro, you you feel me? So I'm like, bro, I just don't understand why would people even, I mean, when you've achieved, because I thought doing crime was to get to a point. You did it to get to a level. But these days it seems like people committing crime just to commit the crime. You know what I'm saying? Just to say that they committed the crime. Because, bro, look at the little Dirk. Just there's so many instances for us to have learned from, for these individuals to have learned from. You know what I'm saying? Then again, NBA YoungBoy ain't saying nothing. He ain't saying nothing. You know what I mean? It's the homies around him, which everybody calls the crash outs. That's handling the business for him. Why NLE Choppa, the main guy in his camp, is the one doing all the, you know what I mean, antagonizing or and all the other stuff. You know what I'm saying? The talking, the chatting. You know what I mean? But for me, this whole situation, bro, it just you can't. Bro is playing that, he antagonizing ish and also saying he playing the defense game. you're not doing that, brother. Like, I don't know if nobody's told you around you. Most likely they probably wouldn't, because if they're from the you know what I'm saying, they're ready, they really with that shenanigans that you on. So you know what I mean. You seem to be trying to do a lot of other things. You know what I'm saying. It seems like production company, all this. You're doing things like you are creative, you are talented, right? But you're now channeling. I don't know what it is about this situation. You know what I'm saying. You have family. He has family as well, right? But he's made it clear that he doesn't care. In a sense, I don't know about right now, but in the past, crash out, boom. I know you're from the M. The M is known for crash outs. This is a fact. This is you know what I mean? So you could be on that wave too, but I don't see why. Or why would you be on that wave? But then again, it's a choice that you probably have made. Mind you, I'm talking to NLE Choppa, right? Why? You know what I mean? Why? You know what I mean? I just don't understand it. You know what I mean? Clearly, this is more than music. Like, the reason I say this is more than music, because if this was just music, you see how it looks and all this good stuff. You know what I'm saying? And you can see the publicity and all that. You can weigh it and you can tell that it's not. You know what I mean? It's not bouncing off. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think this is music. I feel like there's something in there. You know what I mean? That you got. You know what I mean? I don't know what it is, what bro did to you. I ain't really kept up with all the lore and all that good stuff. But what I will say to you, my brother, Famalam, it's not worth it, dog. Whoever in this situation, right? In these two camps, you know what I'm saying? Whoever blames is over with, because it's very obvious. We know now what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Whoever does whatever is obvious. So is this still going to be a talky thing on social media, which I doubt is going to be, because these the one camp is not known for doing that. You know what I mean? Well, that camp, you know what I mean? So it's like I just don't see where this is gonna go. Where I personally just feel like let him crash out. Let we should let them do what they're gonna do, because clearly people don't need to this whole thing, this hood thing and all this good stuff, streets, extra tough, drill, whatever you want to call it, whichever, got different labels for it. You know what I mean? This thing has become a thing I feel like is choking at our necks, dog. You feel what I'm saying? Like, individuals that don't want to learn to evolve with the times, bro. Like, you have to evolve with the times, and this NLE Choppa thing, it's like, bro, you have so much, my bro. Like, I'm not saying this is coming from a point of love, not from a point of hate. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, bro, you have both camps. Y'all got so much going on, right? This ego trip, this I gotta prove something, bro. Who gives a rat's ass, bro? You feel me? Like, who cares? Why? You know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't see the fascination in wanting to go spend the rest of your life, or even any time at all, behind bars. I just don't see it. I don't. It only impresses men. I mean, the women that get impressed by that get impressed by any man that goes there. It's not like it's a specific guy and they just hooked us. Nah, they're just like a dangerous guy. And the next dangerous guy that comes on, they're gonna get with it. And that's the thing about this whole situation, is like, bro, what are we doing? What exactly is the point? What are you doing this for? You know what I'm saying? Why you making music? You say you hustling, you making music, all this ish. I thought it was to get to that bread. You finally got the bread, but you still bullshitting. You know what I'm talking about? And this is what I be talking about when I be saying the music is part of the ish. It's part of the ish. It's part of the, like, we got to be honest with ourselves. The music part of the ish. You can't say that, you know what I mean? Oh man, I'm done. I'm out of here. You know what I'm saying? And I'm talking positive. I'm out of here. I ain't even. You know what I'm saying? I'm just talking about my previous experience. But yet you can't change from the person you used to be, or the person you used to talk about, you talking about. Nah, bro, you still living that life. You know what I'm saying? You can't say my music is just art. It's just, nah, you representing that, and you teaching that, you spreading that energy to the next generation. And this is why we say the lyrics have to change. We're not talking about the beats. The beats smacking, the vibe smacking, the flow smacking, but the lyrics we got to do a, you know what I'm talking about? And that's part of what I was saying. Like, because this whole situation, I can't. Why? You feel me? Like, why? It's so, you know, you look at this situation, you look at a man that he's, you know, going through life and evolving. I'm talking about, mind you, I'm talking about NLE. He's evolving, and NBA too, NBA YoungBoy too, evolving, right? Because if you think about, you know what I mean, I'm guessing before this shit would been, you know what I mean? These individuals are evolving, but it seems like they're trying to take steps back, or someone trying to pull somebody back. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's like, what the fuck? Why? You know what I'm saying? Like, what in the flying buckery? You know what I mean? But I don't know. It's just one of them things. I've been seeing the thing going on and everything, and you know how NLE's reacting to it, and you know NBA YoungBoy ain't talking about it. You know the Ben10 dude. You know what I'm saying? The camera, all that. I don't even care about all that. My whole thing is just why, for what? I thought bro was, you know what I'm saying, on the positive vibe wave, and then he comes out with this, and he talking about I'm defending. No, you're not defending yourself, bro. It's just it's unnecessary. The whole thing is unnecessary. I'm just being honest. That's my personal belief. You can tell me different. You know what I'm saying? But I think it's just unnecessary. Goodness gracious, man. Peace and positivity, bro. I've always said this. That's my whole brand. Whether it be in the comedy, in the music, you know what I'm saying, in the blogs, whatever it is, you know, whichever my, you know, content forms I put it out, it's always the same thing: empathy, peace, positivity, bro. That's the whole message. Because, bro, anything otherwise, bro, you wasting your time, bro. That's just the truth about it, bro. Like, real shit. There's no point in doing anything otherwise. Right now, crime don't pay at all. There's no benefit at all. That shit that 21 Savage was talking about, I'm not talking about the extra street thing, the save the street thing. But when he was talking about, like, yo, like, people got in the streets back in the day to try to make some bread. Now people get in the streets just to get in the streets. Like, it's no benefit. It's nothing. As I said, once you do one crime, you are going to do the time. There's no ifs and buts or maybes. There's too many cameras everywhere. It's just so it's like, what's the point? Unless you want to go to jail to have the rep, but then you lose out. No, it's a lose situation. Just be creative if you want to do something that's not a 9 to 5. You know what I'm saying? If you're trying to escape that 9 to 5, you run away from doing a 9 to 5 job, try doing something creative. Create a business. You know, just, you know what I mean? If that's really what your problem is. But if you're just destructive, shit, go join the military or something. I don't know, because your ass is tripping. For real. Oh, God, yeah, bro.